Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you for clicking on this video to receive your information about whatever I inserted in the title. My name is Emerald, and I haven't released any content in a few months, but there's too much going on right now for me not to. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about stimulus check related news, coronavirus related news, and in correlation, Donald Trump and Joe Biden related news. So please stick around, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. As we know, it is the holidays. Right now, actually, it's Christmas Eve, December 24th. You'll probably be watching this on Christmas, December 25th. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, but I'm hoping you are celebrating whoever and wherever you are, that this year is almost over. According to the New York Times, in Pennsylvania, reported on December 22nd, there have been 223 new corona-related deaths and 7,770 new reported cases. A few months ago, we received our first stimulus check for $1,200 and then $500 per dependent. Well, now, Congress has finally passed a bill onto Donald Trump for him to sign it into law. In this Omnibus Bill being a single document that is accepted in a single vote by a legislature, but packages together several measures into one or combines diverse subjects. Because of their large size and scope, the Omnibus Bills limit opportunities for debate and scrutiny. On Monday, the bill got to Donald Trump, and on Tuesday, he announced on Twitter through a video that he will not be signing the bill. He did not threaten to veto the bill. He's just not signing it. If he had vetoed the bill, Congress could override it and still pass it into Congress. And being as though they have been debating for months, that's probably what would happen. So he's not going to veto the bill. He simply is not signing it. And he is not telling them what he is going to do.
But the government will shut down in just a few days, and if he doesn't sign the bill, he will ultimately kill the bill.
Unacceptable! This morning on Christmas Eve, the House of Representatives were supposed to meet to agree on unanimously passing the standalone $2,000 that Donald Trump is saying is what he will sign for. Some Republicans are saying that they will sign it if some of the wasteful spending is reallocated towards the stimulus. But others are saying it's ridiculous, and he threw them under the bus by saying that it is a disgrace because he had time to sit down and negotiate, and he was in the loop, reported by Steven Mnuchin. So in my opinion, Donald Trump is just grasping at straws. He's trying to do anything he can to make it seem like he's doing something for us, when in reality, these past few weeks, he has been focused on the election that already happened. Needless to say, Trump's reluctance to sign this bill now has struck much confusion amongst Republicans. On Monday, there will be a vote for a standalone bill to pass a $2,000 stimulus check. Republicans and Democrats will be voting, and we will be able to see who exactly is not voting in our favor of the $2,000 checks. In my opinion, we will probably be seeing the $600 check sometime next month. I believe Republicans are starting to realize that Donald Trump is just trying to turn this into some kind of bombshell scene.
No, Jesus, we need our anchors. We need her. Look, sweetheart, this is an island of safety and truth. We need everyone on Team Roger. Everyone.
No, but Lily, Beth needs me to talk to Megan. I'm going to do an on-air statement while all the Fox women come out one by one behind me for Roger. That will never happen. Ames?
Some Republicans are pulling away from supporting Donald Trump in his voter fraud allegations vendetta. A lot of his allegations are being overlooked. Instead of chasing all this voter stuff, he should have been focusing on the stimulus package deal along with Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, since he did say that he would back his deal. Trump supporters are actually throwing an alternate inauguration for Donald Trump on January 20th, which coincides with President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration on January 20th. They're throwing their event virtually via Facebook Live. Over 60,000 people have already RSVP'd. Speaking of which, Republicans are demanding stricter voting rules, such as earlier deadlines for mail-in ballots and additional signature verification requirements. As if voting this year wasn't hard enough, they're trying to make it hard forever. Kamala Harris has responded to these attempts, saying,
"Why are so many powerful people trying to make it so much more difficult to vote? Because they know our power. They know when we vote, things change. They know when we vote, we win."
I personally admire Kamala Harris, and I am very excited for a woman to be taking the vice president position. And I cannot wait for the year that a woman takes the presidency. So once the second stimulus is passed, we should be expecting it sometime in January. If you received the last stimulus check, aka the first stimulus check, you will be receiving a second one. If you had a baby in 2020, you will not be receiving their check until you file your 2020 taxes in 2021. I hope that was helpful for some of you who have been thinking, what do I do about this baby? Some of the things that Trump also criticized in his Twitter video were actually the exact amounts that he requested for those programs in his 2021 fiscal budget. $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military. Trump's budget asked for $1.3 trillion. $134 million for Myanmar. Trump's budget had sought $131,450,000. So they actually got $2.5 million more. $40 million for the Kennedy Center. Trump asked for $40,400,000. Needless to say, Trump's reluctance to sign this bill now is kind of confusing to some of the Republicans. Trump has already left for the holidays. He has already left the White House for the holidays to spend in Mar-a-Lago. Meanwhile, politicians are still scrambling to get this bill in order because he has not signed it. In his Twitter video, President Trump also mentioned that family members of illegal aliens will be receiving aid. Now, this is true. Of course, if you are a family member of an illegal immigrant, but you yourself are a citizen, you will be receiving aid. So I'm not really sure what exactly he meant by that, but so far it seems to just be a lie. They should be receiving aids, and we should not even be referring to them as illegal aliens. It's so dehumanizing. Those are my people. And a few hidden gems in this bill. I got these from an article from Intellegencer. I will be inserting a link to their article below. That article is called 7 Surprisingly Good Policies Buried in the Stimulus Package. I'm just going to say only about a couple of them. $300 million for broadband deployment in underserved areas. $1 billion in grants for tribal government to install said broadbands. Telehealth and distance learning initiatives. If they somehow make distance learning easier, kudos. I can't wait for my kid to get back in school. How about you? Comment below. $35 billion for zero emission energy technology research and development. That means wind, solar, nuclear, and carbon capture and storage. Funding for low-income families to help reduce energy bills and consumption through home weatherization, and a plan to gradually eliminate the use of climate warming hydrofluorocarbons in air conditioners and refrigerators. In 1994, Congress barred incarcerated students from receiving Pell Grants. As a result, in-prison learning programs were defunded. The Omnibus Bill will, in 2020, finally will be reversing that. It includes $1.3 billion to historically Black colleges and universities, and repeals restrictions of financial aid for college students convicted of drug offenses. Again, make sure you go check out that article and look at a few of the other things that they mentioned. There will also be more help for small businesses. And good news, if you have previously had a PPP package to help your business, you can now claim tax deductions that you couldn't claim before. The Treasury has acknowledged that that may mean double dipping, as in if you get a deduction for what you would pay your employee, being as though that is their money, not yours, to tax. Coming back to coronavirus, if you didn't know, COVID-19 had not popped up yet in Antarctica. A few days ago, 36 people were tested positive for coronavirus in a research facility. So, as I said, COVID-19 is worldwide now, literally. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you received a lot of new information or some clarification on certain things. Thank you so much for sticking around this long. It must have been pretty long, I don't know. But thank you for sticking it out once again. Please, if you would like, subscribe. I'm not really sure what I will be doing on this channel. Maybe some news, things like this. I'll definitely try to follow up once this is all cleared up and figuring out what else I'll be talking about. I'm kind of thinking about streaming because I'm a Fortniter, but I don't know if I should do that. Please leave a comment about anything. Maybe you have a question that I can answer in the next video. Maybe you have some content ideas for myself, which would be awesome. Anyway, have a great rest of your year, which is almost done, and have a blessed start to 2021. I'll see you next time.